Someone once said that procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill. And unfortunately, there is a cost to your procrastination, lovely. And it's not just your time. It's affecting everything from your confidence, your self-worth, your identity even. And this is why tackling procrastination is so important. And let's be honest, it's a bit of a vicious cycle as well. Like the more we procrastinate, the more we identify as a procrastinator, so the more it becomes ingrained as a habit. Now, luckily for you, you stumbled across this video. So today we are going to make that a thing of the past, because I'm going to share with you in this video why you're procrastinating, and it's probably not what you think. We're also going to share with you a few tips so that you can start outsmarting procrastination immediately. Okay, so first of all, lovely, procrastination isn't laziness, okay? You're not procrastinating because you're not motivated. If anything, if you're like the clients that I work with, then actually you've probably got really big dreams, and that could be the very cause of your procrastination. So people think that procrastination is a time issue, and actually it's not. It's really a neuroscience issue, because your brain is designed to keep you safe, and the brain is just trying to protect you. And that's probably the number one reason why you're procrastinating. I know it sounds wild, but it's a game changer when you realize this, because you're going to start looking at procrastination in a completely different way. Procrastination is actually protection. So why is your brain making you procrastinate? Your brain's number one job isn't to make you happy or successful, or even to help you fulfill what's going on in your vision board. Your brain's number one job is to keep you safe. That's all. Safety always. So there's a part of the brain that drives this procrastination. It's the amygdala, right? This is like your brain's inbuilt alarm system. Its job is to scan for danger and tell you to avoid it. Now, thousands of years ago, the danger was real. We're talking wild animals, we're talking rival tribes, but those threats don't exist anymore. And this used to be really useful, because this would kick your amygdala in and it could mean the difference between life or death. But because we don't have that in modern society now, and the brain hasn't evolved as quickly, it's detecting everything around you as danger, even when it's not. So the amygdala can't tell the difference between real danger, like a tiger in the jungle, or just the fear of pressing post on LinkedIn. Like, it doesn't know. So this is what's happening. You're about to post that new offer out to the world in your business, and your brain goes, what if it fails? What about if no one buys? You are preparing to do a speaking gig, and your brain whispers, what about if I mess it up? What about if I stutter over my words? What if I forget? Or perhaps you're doing something as small as writing an email, but your brain goes into, what if they ignore me? Like, what about if they say no? What if they think this is a stupid idea? So to the amygdala, everything seems like danger. So it's trying to keep you safe. So it's going to nudge you into avoidance. And this is where then we start going, oh, I'm just going to tidy up my desk or watch Netflix or scroll Instagram, because we're technically still doing something, but we are now protected from that scary, dangerous thing. So that's procrastination. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. It's just your brain. Now, unfortunately, the brain is also really clever, because it wants to save that energy consumption. So it starts turning things into a habit. So if you feel like you're a chronic procrastinator, you probably are purely because it's a habit. And your brain is just doing its job, albeit, a little bit too well. So this is why I say that time management actually isn't about managing time. It's about managing you. Now, hopefully this is all making sense, but let's dive into some examples to really make this really clear for you. And I'm going to give you 5 real life case studies from my client. So first up, Jamie. This was a classic case of perfectionism. Wait until the perfect time before they feel that they can start. So this was just a tactic because they were scared. They had this great idea for a networking event, and they felt like they had to do a ton of research before they could even ask people if they would be interested in it. And the problem with this is that we are now holding ourselves back from doing the very thing that's going to help us get the thing, because what they needed to do was get out there and ask. And this is really similar to a lady that came to me that wanted to get going in her business, but she kept procrastinating on the tasks that were going to make it happen because she felt like it had to be perfect. And deep down, she was scared. This is the brain protecting. I had another client, Jackie. Oh my God, bless her soul. She procrastinated for months on sending out her invoices. And this is 4 months of money just sat there on the table, left uncollected. Like, she'd done the work already. And the crazy thing is, she knew she was procrastinating and she couldn't understand why. So when she brought this to me in a session, she was like, it's such a simple job. I know what I have to do. I don't get why I'm procrastinating. Well, it's because the brain is keeping you from danger. It's trying to protect you. It's safety. So in her case, what it was is that she didn't feel worthy of being paid for the money of the services she had done. She enjoyed the work, so she didn't feel like it related to that upbringing she'd had of, you've got to work hard and hustle hard for the money. So she didn't feel aligned to accepting the money for easy work. So again, this is the brain keeping her safe because she didn't feel like she was worthy and she didn't want anyone saying, I'm not paying you that because you're not worth it. And deep down, logical her knew it, but brain is just there to keep you safe. And then let's take my other client. She literally had a whole wait list of people ready to buy her brand new tarot calls, right? She'd been procrastinating on it for years. She had all the ideas in her head. She just hadn't started. So when she came to me, she was like, I've got all the ideas. It's pretty much mapped out in my head, but I don't know what to do because I keep procrastinating and I'm falling at the first hurdle. And again, that was just her brain keeping her stuck because she was stepping into something new. She had never actually done that before. It was scary as fuck for her. So her brain froze. Her brain was like, well, let's keep safe. Let's not delve into the territory of the unknown. Let's stay here in the comfort zone. Safety, yeah. And I had another client, Mel, who was really similar. She kept revamping her website. And I've also worked with countless women who want to grow their business. They want to show up on social media, but something is holding them back. They know what they have to do. And it's not the tech side of things. They know how to do a reel, but they're not doing it. And it's rarely because they don't know their niche, or they don't know their marketing message, or they don't know their services. It deep down is because they've got a fear of judgment. Let's be honest, as women especially, being out there, that visibility piece, it can feel really intimidating. So again, this was just the brain keeping them safe. That safety of if you don't put your face out there on social media, nobody can criticize you. And that reality meant that obviously they were procrastinating. They knew what they needed to do, but the brain was keeping them safe. And that safety meant not showing up on social media. Now, I'm giving client case studies here, but guys, I am not immune either to procrastination. My brain likes to keep me safe as well. So when I first started the business, oh my God, I was always putting off finance and admin. If you follow me on social media, if you don't, go follow me now. If you've been to one of my masterclasses, you will know that I always say that finance and admin isn't my thing. And this is the thing that I always used to neglect. Why? You might be thinking, that sounds really easy. Why is her brain keeping her safe from that? It's because it's not within my skill set. So it felt scary. My brain is trying to protect me. It's going, whoa, you don't actually know about numbers or finance and you barely scraped a pass in your accounting exams at uni. So let's not go there. Let's just ignore it and do something fun over here instead. And for years, that's how I operated until I suddenly realized that procrastination was protection and that my brain was just trying to keep me safe. Guys, you know what I was saying about procrastinating and not doing the things that I know that I need to do in the business? Well, I've got the solution for you, okay? Because I created this. It's the business growth checklist. This is my checklist to help me stay on track, know what needs to be done every single day and focus on to move the business and move the needle forward. So if you want to get your hands on this, just hit the link below in the show notes and I'm going to send this to you for free. Now, in every one of those cases, lovely, you can probably see it wasn't about laziness. It wasn't about being unmotivated. Do you know what? It wasn't even about bad time management. It was just about the brain simply trying to protect. It's doing their job. So if this resonated with you, leave a comment below. Let me know which one you felt like, oh my God, that was me in that story. So obviously we've now worked that out, but what can we do about it? And I want to give you 3 quick tips on this. I'm going to share another video on another day about actually how to beat procrastination, because that's a whole nother topic. So check out the masterclass that I recently ran, which was how to beat procrastination for good, strategies that actually work with the brain, especially if you've got ADHD. So I'll be sure to link that below. So let me leave you with a couple of quick tips, lovely, that you can use straight away. And again, share in the comments below. I would love to know which one you are taking on. So tip number 1, awareness. Awareness is everything. The moment you start to notice yourself and you're noticing that you're procrastinating, that's when you can remind yourself, oh my God, hang on, this is not a motivation, I am lazy, beat myself up thing. This is just my brain trying to protect me. And what is my brain trying to protect me from? Like, that shift can be huge. It can be huge to take you away from the guilt, but also to move you into control. Okay, tip number 2 for you is to reframe fear into choice. Instead of telling yourself, I have to do something, like I have to send this invoice or I have to share this social media post, say that I get to choose to do it, because then you can back it up as well with a reason. You can be like, I get to choose to do it because it's important in my business. This tiny language shift can be so powerful because you're putting yourself into a place of empowerment and away from fear. And again, remember, the brain, it's just trying to keep you safe. Tip number 3, shrink it. Your brain loves safety. We've acknowledged that. So just show that the task is safe. This may sound a little bit crazy, but your brain is looking for that element of safety. So how can you make the task more safe? It could just be as simple as breaking something down. So instead of saying like, I've got to write a whole sales page, just open up the doc, write a headline and say that I'm gonna, bullet point some starting points. Like, that is enough. And you don't have to film the whole course of your new course that you're launching next month. It could be that you just film like the intros, or you're just like mapping out the outline or something. The point here is that you're trying to just create a little bit of safety in the big scary task by just breaking it down and just shrinking it into something bite-sized. If this has clicked with you, lovely, then I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe and like for future videos where I'm going to be sharing even more brain-based strategies to help you outsmart procrastination and improve your time management for good. My name is Alice, and it's my mission as a time and energy management coach to help you unfuck your flow and take action. And yeah, that means we've been in procrastination for good. So don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and stay tuned for an upcoming video. I will see you soon. If you follow me on social media or you've been to any of my masterclasses, you will know I always give this as an example. If this has clicked from you, not from.